What we are witnessing today on the world tennis stage is an absolute war, an explosive showdown that every single fan on the planet has been waiting to see. On one side of the net, you have America's powerhouse champion, Jessica Pegula, a world-class competitor whose relentless experience, rock-solid consistency, and devastating court presence make her one of the most feared players on the tour. On the other side stands Asia's incredible sensation, the 19-year-old prodigy Alex Eala, stepping into the spotlight with pure passion, fearless energy, and an unshakable belief that she can rewrite the history books today. If you thought this was going to be just another ordinary final, think again. This is not merely a clash for a trophy. This is an all-out battle between established dominance and rising destiny. Can Alex Eala pull off the most astonishing upset of her entire career and bring down a tennis giant? Or will Jessica Pegula demonstrate her cold-blooded precision and extinguish Eala's heroic dream? Do not look away for even a single second, because if you skip a moment of this breakdown, you will miss the most thrilling twists and heart-stopping rallies in professional tennis history. Fasten your seatbelts, because this final is about to explode into pure chaos. Look at the electric atmosphere surrounding this stadium right now. The energy in the air is absolutely electric. The crowd is completely split down the middle. Thousands of roaring fans are waving American flags for Pegula, chanting her name, while supporters from all across Asia and the world are screaming for Alex Eala. Let's break down the sheer scale of this matchup. Jessica Pegula is an absolute wall from the baseline. Her footwork is precise, her shot selection is immaculate, and her psychological toughness under pressure means that trying to beat her is like trying to knock down a fortress with your bare hands. She plays with a calm, calculating rhythm that wears opponents down until they break. But underestimating Alex Eala today would be a monumental mistake. The teenage sensation plays with a raw, aggressive fire that can blow anyone off the court on any given day. When her forehand connects cleanly, the ball explodes off her racket with unbelievable depth and speed. Her relentless hunger, her fearless mindset, and her refusal to yield a single point make her a dangerous opponent for anyone in the world. The massive question hanging over everyone's head today is simple. Can raw, youthful energy overcome decades of elite championship experience? The chair umpire calls for quiet, the warm-ups are over, and the war officially begins. Right from the very first serve, Pegula lays down the marker. She steps up and fires a blistering serve straight down the tee, leaving Eala scrambling to make contact, and comfortably holds her opening service game. But if Pegula thought Eala was going to be intimidated, she was dead wrong. In the very next game, Eala answers right back. She unleashes a series of crushing baseline ground strokes, dragging Pegula from corner to corner. We are seeing intense 15-shot rallies right out of the gate, and the crowd is already on their feet roaring. Eala rips a lightning-fast forehand inside out, painting the baseline. What an incredible point. But Pegula responds like the multi-time champion she is. She changes the pace, slices deep into Eala's backhand wing, forces a couple of hurried errors, and secures the very first break point of the championship match. You can feel the tension in the stadium skyrocket. Eala steps up to serve under immense pressure. Pegula returns deep into the court, and Eala suddenly charges forward to execute a breathtaking drop shot that drops softly over the net, leaving Pegula completely stranded. What a courageous shot under intense pressure. But as the opening set reaches its climax, Pegula's clinical consistency begins to take its toll. One slight miscalculation from Eala, one unforced error into the net, and Pegula seizes the moment to take the first set 6-4. At this moment, most people watching around the world thought the match was effectively over. Pegula was in total control, her composure was unbreakable, and history suggested she would comfortably close out the second set. But that is exactly when the unthinkable started to happen. As the players walked back out for the second set, you could see a totally different look in Alex Eala's eyes. The nerves were gone, replaced by pure, unadulterated defiance. She decided to double down on her aggression, taking the ball early on the rise and attacking Pegula's serve with staggering power. Pegula serves. Eala steps in and crushes a return winner right down the line. The crowd goes wild. In the next rally, both players are pushed to their physical limits, sprinting across the court in a display of world-class defense and counterpunching. Pegula setups up for a smash at the net, but Eala answers with a high, arching lob that lands inches inside the baseline. What a point! The stadium completely erupts, with chants of Eala's name echoing through the venue. Eala breaks Pegula's serve to take the lead. For the first time all day, you can see visible frustration on Pegula's face. The human computer who rarely makes mistakes is suddenly feeling the relentless heat of Eala's pressure. Eala's forehand becomes an absolute weapon, hitting winner after winner into the open corners. The scoreboard jumps to 5-3, with Eala stepping up to serve for the set. She tosses the ball high, hits a booming serve out wide, gets a floating return, and steps inside to slam a cross-court winner. The second set goes to Alex Eala 6-3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a decider. We are now deep into this grueling war, past the 2-hour mark. Both players are physically exhausted, drenched in sweat, but their mental willpower is pushed to heights we have rarely seen before. Every single point in this third set feels like a matter of absolute survival. The scoreboard ticks back and forth in a tense, nervous rhythm. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. Neither athlete is willing to give up an inch of court space. Pegula is pouring every ounce of her championship heritage and precision into her shots, while Eala is riding an unbelievable wave of momentum and crowd support. Then comes Game 9. Pegula is serving at 40-40 deuce, the absolute turning point of the entire match. The atmosphere is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Pegula launches her serve, Eala responds with a deep, heavy return down the middle. Pegula attacks and moves toward the net. Eala goes for a desperate passing shot. The ball clips the top of the net and slowly trickles over onto Pegula's side. Luck favors the brave. Break point Eala. On the very next point, under the crushing weight of the moment, Pegula hits a second serve just long, a double fault. Unbelievable. Eala breaks serve to take a 5-4 lead. And she is now stepping up to serve for the Grand Championship. This is the moment every young athlete dreams of. Serves for the title, 5-4 up in the final set. The entire arena is standing, nobody can keep their seat. Eala takes a deep breath, bounces the ball, and tosses it into the sky. She fires a wide serve. Pegula manages to get her racket to it, floating back a high, short return. Eala steps inside the baseline, winds up her forehand, and crushes an unstoppable winner straight into the corner. Look at the electric atmosphere surrounding this stadium right now. The energy in the air is absolutely electric. The crowd is completely split down the middle. Thousands of roaring fans are waving American flags for Pegula, chanting her name, while supporters from all across Asia and the world are screaming for Alex Eala. Let's break down the sheer scale of this matchup. Jessica Pegula is an absolute wall from the baseline. Her footwork is precise, her shot selection is immaculate, and her psychological toughness under pressure means that trying to beat her is like trying to knock down a fortress with your bare hands. She plays with a calm, calculating rhythm that wears opponents down until they break. But underestimating Alex Eala today would be a monumental mistake. The teenage sensation plays with a raw, aggressive fire that can blow anyone off the court on any given day. When her forehand connects cleanly, the ball explodes off her racket with unbelievable depth and speed. Her relentless hunger, her fearless mindset, and her refusal to yield a single point make her a dangerous opponent for anyone in the world. The massive question hanging over everyone's head today is simple. Can raw, youthful energy overcome decades of elite championship experience? It is over. It is over. Alex Eala has done the impossible. She falls flat on her back onto the hard court, tears of pure joy flowing down her cheeks as the crowd roars in total disbelief. A 19-year-old rising phenom has just overcome a world-class titan in one of the most dramatic, emotional, and grueling finals the sport has ever produced. What an incredible display of heart, guts, and relentless determination. Eala proved to the entire world today that when you carry an unquenchable fire inside your soul, no mountain is too high to climb. Do you think Alex Eala is officially destined to become a future world #1? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this thrilling breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe right now so you never miss another high-voltage sports story. Until next time, take care and goodbye.